This is pass off number 4. And in this case, we're starting at the very beginning and we're going to 19. I chose to repeat this section so that we could just get some more reinforcement on it. Okay, so at the very beginning, notice that you have accents on these notes. When you have accents, you play with space. Then in measure 3, no accents, no space. These notes are on the G string, so remember to tuck your elbow. And remember to keep a steady tempo, you have to keep each note the same length. So about 4 inches of bow for every 8th note. Now, whenever you have this rhythm where you have a half note followed by a quarter, the quarter note needs to go twice as fast as the half note. Because remember, you've played a whole bow here, and in order to get back to where you started, your quarter note needs to go faster. A lot of you lose time there. Like you'll play a half note and then it takes you forget to use a fast bow. So your quarter note takes you almost as long as that half note. So be very careful when you're playing that you're changing your bow speed. Make sure on these notes that they actually end before the next beat. That way it sounds very rhythmic. D, reste, D, C, reste. If you don't do that, we get D, blah, D, C, blah. Okay, so make sure. Also, some of you think you've played a quarter note when you've actually played something more like a dotted quarter. And then you count this rest, well, now you're off from the rest of the group. So it's very important in this section to make sure you know where notes end. So in beat 1, the note ends when you say 2. This note is beat 1, it ends when you say 2, and so on. Here we are on the G string again. Make sure you establish a good tempo right away and don't let it slow down. In this case, you are crescendoing. You will use a little more bow as you do that crescendo, but you gotta go faster. Your bow can't go the same speed and increase because then you'll slow down. So you gotta make your bow go faster. And then here, remember, we're going to do this exactly rhythmically correct. So we're going to play E, 2, 3, E, lift set, reste, F, 2, 3. And we will play the F in this pass off.